Hi, my name's Oleg Bemoni and welcome to day 6 of this 30-day business challenge, where myself and 30 other women have got together to make a video every single day for the next month, that's the whole month of June, in order to showcase our businesses to each other's communities. Now, I run a company called Leaders to Follow, and my business's mission is to empower, inspire and enlighten what we call tycoon women. That's powerful women with thinking hearts. Now, over the last couple of days, I've been giving you tips about how to deal with overwhelm, because overwhelm is something that you often face when you're making big changes in your life. You suddenly feel that there's just too much to do. And I have to admit that today has been quite overwhelming for me. Now, Wednesdays are always quite busy days for me because I broadcast and I have a radio show called Tycoon Women Moments, and I'm going to tell you all about that next week. So stay tuned. And I was having a bit of trouble this week with one of my guests, well, today's guest, who hadn't done the prep, because the show requires quite a bit of prep on the part of the guest, and hadn't done it, and I'd given her right to the wire up until 10 o'clock last night, 10:30. I'm still thinking, are you going to do it? And finally I called it off. So that meant I had to fall back on my fallback position for the show, which is to create a compilation out of previous shows. And on top of that, I'd already had today planned because I knew I had to take my bike to the bike shop because it's booked in for a service. My son's off from school at half term, and so I ended up cooking him dinner before I left because he was just sitting there like 12-year-olds do, not feeding themselves and not making an attempt to do anything. So mummy stepped in and I fed him. And then I thought, well, I probably need to do dinner as well. So I did the dinner in a very quick space of time, posted the broadcast announcements on my social media, finished scripting the show, rushed off to the studio, and then did the show. Then when I left the show after 2 hours of broadcasting, feeling pretty tired, I thought, you know what, I need to get to Tesco's, I need to get the shopping, I've got to get home and write 2 blog posts, I've got to get up early in the morning. And I sat in the car park and I thought, do you know what, I'm just falling over there. I sat in the car park and I thought, God, I'm feeling really overwhelmed. Do you know, I just need to take time out. Because one of the tips I've been giving you over the last couple of days is if you're really feeling overwhelmed, just stop. Take time out. Do something that you really relaxes you. And strange enough, sitting in the car in Tesco's car park, just browsing through my iPad, because I had it, and letting the evening sun set on my face really relaxed me. And by the time of it, I got back out of the car. I think it took me about an hour to get out of the car, an hour to just kind of regroup, to check back in with myself, to say, well, actually, you know, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, it's because I've chosen to put these things into my schedule. I've chosen to say yes to all these requests and pile them up. So if I don't want to, I can simply just reevaluate, take time out, and chill, which is what I did. So yeah, so it's a great tip. It does work. I've given it to you before, but I just thought I'd give you a real practical example of how it can work in your life. And even people like me, coaches, do feel overwhelmed. So I'll be back tomorrow with some more new tips. So until then, have an amazing, brilliant, charming, delicious, exceptionally fabulous evening, and stay blessed.